I'll start with a quick review from this book, Tribe of Mentors by Timothy Ferriss. I'll give this book 3 out of 5. I felt like it's first of all was too long. A lot of authors or people who he brought were not good. So I think maybe half of them were okay, in my opinion, obviously. Maybe less than half. So it was very long. I mean, in hours, it was almost 20 hours. I'm not sure if he even released it as a book, but it's a long one. So I wish he would do a better job eliminating the unnecessary ones. He probably thought they were interesting, but I think it was too long. And in general, I felt like it was like a little laziness part in there, which is that's the point. It's a book, but it's not really a book. It's the same questions. I wish there were the same different questions. Not all the same questions are good for all people, and after a little while, it gets a little old. All those same questions are not always good. It's like, again, and maybe it's related also to the part that it was too long, but after a little while, I'm just getting sick of the same questions. So 3 out of 5. Let's see the notes. We live in a superficial life while not seeing all the complexity under it. We don't see what's going on. We see just a part of the life. We don't see all of it. Busy is a decision. We're not busy. We decided to be busy. Don't do something you know as wrong because other people are watching. Don't do it because you are watching. That's very important. That we are watching ourselves, not other people. Obviously, other people are watching it, but don't do it because of them. Do it because of you watching. Everyone are getting the same sentence. We all die. It's a good one. Specialized is one of the best advice to specialize. It's some people say that, some people say don't. Some people say specialize, some people don't. It's funny. Do what you like. The people who like it will find you. Just do whatever you like, and hopefully, maybe you just said hopefully. In life, we need to have the same approach to water. Work with it. You have to work with it. Just kind of go with the flow. A good advice is this is how X can help you figure it out. This is how we should approach things. Is instead of doing things in a specific way, we need to do that. How would this X would help me? Asking the 5, let's open it. Asking the 5 whys is a good way to get at when stuck. Asking why and then again why on the answer. So the idea is 5 times asking why. So why do you want to do X? And then you answer it why. And why, usually you get into the deeper core or deeper problem of why you decided to do it. A recipe for failure: try to please everyone. This is how you fail. Side note, most authors use meditation in times of stress. Many authors said, maybe because Tim Ferriss is into meditation, maybe he reached people who are already into meditation, but many of them said that meditation is one of the ways to use. Try new things is what motivated him. It's a Max guy. Let's open it again. There's a problem with Audible. What motivated him? Much of what he started failed, but eventually one succeeded. So he just kept trying. The idea is that you don't stop trying, just keep doing, and eventually something would work. We have another one here. The fact that one time we were late to the airport does not mean we always need to get there earlier. That's many times we do it. We get late to somewhere, and then every time we get there earlier. That doesn't mean that every time we need to do it. One time just missed it, and it doesn't mean that from there on that's the way to go. Failure doesn't mean the process was wrong. It always, maybe there's other things. The process is not necessarily wrong here. Side note, many authors recommend men's search for meaning book. One of the questions was, what's your favorite books? And many of them, I'd say good 30-40%, I think, said that Viktor Frankl, Men's Search for Meaning book was recommended. It's an interesting fact. I meditate to let my unconscious brain to take over. That's what meditate. I like the phrasing of it, the description. You let the unconscious brain take over, which is true. Downloading ideas to others is not enough. We need to be there in the process too. So just giving people ideas is not enough. There is more of it. Side note, many discussed the fact that it's easy to commit to things far into the future. We need to think of it as if it's happening tomorrow or next week. Many authors grappled with that problem. And they said the way to think about it, one way you think about it is think about it as if it was yesterday. Right, that's the end of part 1. We have another part here. I go to the gym to drift my attention from emotional pain to physical pain. It's also a good package. Because we have, that's why he did, it's instead of physical, or instead of emotional pain, he moved to physical pain. Side note, most authors see their failures as a turning point in their life. That's how they reconstitute failure as a growth or turning point in their life. Could be that that's you're biased to do it, but they still do it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to get far, go together. So get a good sentence here, good phrase. If you want to get alone, if you want to go fast, usually you have to you go alone. But if you really want to go far, you have to have more people around you. Learn how to learn. It's a good one. It's really important. Learning how to learn. Autodidacts. People give advice about their journey. Our journey might be different. Not all journeys are the same, and if one person's advice is not always good for us. Take responsibility for your mistakes. And we will have to learn and redefine ourselves in the future. Because our life is keep changing. Technology, everything is keep changing very rapidly. So we would have to relearn things and redefine ourselves. Last one is, there is no right answer, just better questions. It's another good one. I think this is by Tim himself. There's no right answer. There's just better questions we need to ask ourselves. And that's it for the notes. Again, there is some good parts, some better than others. But I definitely wish it was a little shorter. And again, it's a 3 out of 5. Thank you.